How to make caramel with only 3 ingredients. Melt your sugar on a low heat. It clumps, but be patient. When it gets smooth, add your butter and get ready for the bath bomb. Use a big pan so bubbles can't escape. Last ingredient, cream or milk. If you put too much cream and milk, let it boil on a low heat to thicken. You can also add salt if you like salted caramel. This will thicken as it cools. And now it's ready.
Let's make the viral chocolate and caramel cookie cups. Start by making your cookie dough or grabbing a pre-made one. Cut into small discs, pop into your muffin tin and then bake for the required time. As soon as they come out the oven, you need to make a little well in the middle while they're warm. Grab your Carnations caramel, melt up some chocolate and fill your cookie cups. These then need to go in the fridge for a couple of hours to set, and then look how cute these came out. A nice twist on a classic cookie.
Y'all know I don't bake, but these cookies were perfect. It had the chocolate, the caramel, the pecans, and the salt. Let me show you guys how I made these. In a bowl, I added brown sugar, granulated sugar, and butter. I mixed that thoroughly, then added my eggs, and following along with my dry ingredients, salt, baking powder, and flour. I mixed that up until it formed a dough, added my milk, chocolate chunks, and pecans. I let that rest in the refrigerator for half an hour, formed dough balls, added caramel inside, and put it in the oven to bake at 325 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the cookies were nice and golden brown. I drizzled some caramel on top, topped it off with some sea salt, and this is what I had. Look at these cookies. They were perfect and had the perfect balance of sweet and savory. They were nice and crunchy, also very moist, very soft. These were the perfect chocolate chip cookies with everything that you could ask for.
Caramel cornflake brownies are everything. Starting strong with our cornflakes that we're going to toss with some melted butter before that goes in the oven for 10 minutes. Sift your dry ingredients and then move into our standard mix with our sugar and eggs. Mix that until light and fluffy. Make sure to give those cornflakes a good little shake halfway through and then leave them to cool. Melt your butter and your chocolate in the microwave, 30-second intervals until shiny and smooth. We're going to mix that chocolate and butter into our eggs and sugar until nice and incorporated. Add in the dry ingredients, mix to combine, and your brownie batter is ready to be transferred to a lined tin. Pop that in the oven to bake, and after 15 to 20 minutes, it's going to be ready. Let that cool. Now for my caramel, I've got some sugar in my pan on a low heat, waiting for that to dissolve and turn into a deep amber color before adding in the cream. Be very careful, this is super dangerous and hot. Then add in the butter, let it melt, add in the vanilla, and your caramel's ready to go into those cornflakes. Transfer that sticky cornflake mix on top of the brownies and let this chill. Half of that cornflake mix went inside my stomach. It was divine. But the brownies with the cornflake and caramel together, a match made in heaven.
Recipes from Cooking Mama. 3 tablespoons of sugar, water. Make sure to not mix it. Simmer until it turns golden brown. Like this. Hot water, consistency you're looking for. Warm up the milk in the microwave for 2 minutes. 2 eggs, egg yolks, sugar, mix together. Slowly pour in the milk while mixing. Gently pour in the egg mixture. Add enough water so half of the container is covered. 2 chopsticks to let the air in. Cover and let it cook for 15 minutes. Look at that.
Mars bar cookies with a caramel center. I'm absolutely going through every single flavor possible and creating cookies because they're so yummy. These ones are just divine, and I think Snickers is on the menu next. But for make the caramel, I always include the recipe at the end, and then you just put it in the fridge and then you chop it up. But then cream your butter and sugar, add your eggs, beat it, then add all of your dry ingredients, mix it. Add all your chocolate chips, your caramel, and your Mars bars, make it into cookies, wrap it around the caramel, and then bake for 9 minutes. But screenshot the recipe here and also pause the screen.
Stop buying these from Costco, okay? I know they're so good, but they're also so easy to make at home. Okay, you're going to start with golden grahams and put them like into piles like that, top with some mini marshmallows, and then use some warmed up caramel to just like stick it all together. And then we're going to toss that whole thing into the freezer. The caramel stays a little sticky even once frozen, but it's okay. She is worth the stickiness. After they've been sitting in the freezer, dunk the whole thing in melting chocolate. I used milk chocolate here, and then let it set up. Oh, sorry about that. Set up and enjoy. They're so good.
I'm bringing you the best caramel flapjack recipe, and it's only 4 ingredients. This recipe is foolproof. A donkey could make it. Start off with 225 grams of butter, 180 grams of light brown sugar, and 150 grams of caramel. And you want to melt these together on a medium to low heat on the hob before finally going in with 375 grams of oats. Pour your mixture into a lined baking tray and firmly press your flapjack down. Bake at 160 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes or until golden brown. And there you have it. This is just like normal flapjack but better because it's got a hint of caramel.